Dumelang bana ba kwa gae, dumelang my siblings, dumelang my community. Please welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by the name of Naledi Mokgele. Please make sure that you subscribe so that you can be one of kwa gae go tlo gona go thusana ka tsa bophelo. For those who have been here, thank you so much. Like, just know that I appreciate you guys and I love you so much, guys. I had to like record Sabobedi and the sun is about to go down. I'm nervous. My phone is about to go. It's about to dimmer right now. Media is busy disturbing me, but I'm gonna try to like summarize this whole story. So yeah, guys, I want to share with you about one of the traumas that I had to like encounter. It was 2019 during September. I remember it was during, because I was still at campus, it was during test exam, trial exam. Yeah, so this day, it was a day like that broke me in a way that hurt me so much that I still had to like deal with it mentally, because after that incident no one has ever asked about how do we feel, how does this affect us on mentally, on our lives, because shy. Oh, so yeah, guys, I happened to become a state witness against someone that I know, someone that happened to be my friend, someone that was very close. So I want to elaborate about how is this person a friend, or how do I know him. Before anything else, when I was in primary, I was living with my parents. During weekend, I would visit my grandmother. So my grandmother lives in another area, so that's how I got to know this guy. I'm gonna name him Tepo. There is another guy, it's Peter. He's a gangster guy, like he's a tsotsi guy. So that's how I got to know Tepo. I had friends in Pelindaba. So when I went to high school, I had to live with my grandmother so that I can be near with my high school. So I became very close with Tepo. We dated for a few days. It didn't end anyway because we were still children, So what happened is that we became friends. We became like really close friends, genuine friends. Like there were points where he would randomly come to my house, tell me about, we will talk, and we would talk like for long hours, and talk about life, talk about dreams, talk about everything, the things that we want to do. He was a good guy, he was a good friend. I do not want to lie. We used to like, he used to sell a cigarettes. Where he used to sell cigarettes, I would go and like like we had a very good relationship back then. I remember we used to go out as vanada. So yeah. So fast forward to 2019, around September, I was at campus. My friend, I'm gonna say her name is Amanda. So Amanda, she was also at campus during the day. So because it was after test or exam, if I may put it that way, most when it's Friday after test, you just want to unwind and just to release the pressure that we had during the week. It was that kind of vibe. So I was at home. I didn't have any plans, honestly. I didn't think about visiting any friend at that time. So before, Amanda came to my house to check up on me, just to update each other on how we wrote our test, in our life in general, because during our exam we wouldn't meet, like we didn't meet at all. We only met during the weekend. So after that, we were sitting outside my house. While we were busy sitting outside my house, we saw a few cars up and down, because we are used to this traffic, but we would want to know, okay, who are they looking for. So there were kids playing like in front of my house. So this police cars went to those children, asked them, okay, they haven't seen a certain guy with a white head. So after they left, we went to those children. That we asked them, okay, wow, who are they looking for? They're looking for this guy. But because and couldn't like catch up with who is this guy. So we went on with our lives. Amanda was like, Naledi, let's go and stay at my house because my friend's house was in a main road. It was that corner house. It didn't even have fence. You know, when you come from Gasti, and if you know the corner house, you know Uguti, it's a busy, like a busy house. Everyone is there, like it's a full house. Uguti, sometimes we didn't even know each other. Uguti, you know, who's this guy? Why is he standing there? Like it was that house where everyone would stand. It's a house where if you want to catch a taxi, if there's no taxi, you can just chill in the dark. But yeah, that thing while we were waiting for a taxi, like it was very, very like busy house. So we went to my friend's house. My friend bought few drinks, and just about when we were about to drink, I saw a guy coming from this corner. He came from like my corner, right? Like I was sitting the way I'm sitting, So he came from like this corner, right? And he went straight to the shop. Like I saw him, but I was not paying attention to him. But it just happened that I was looking at him. Then he went to the shop. So the shop was front opposite of where we were sitting, it was front opposite of this house. And this guy from the shop, he came to sit with us, and he sat next to me. So while we were busy talking, we were introducing each other because I didn't know him and he didn't know me, and he was shocked that there's this girl, Kumafora, who are you? And we were exchanging information. He said he's Peter. I told him my name. So he was smoking cigarette. So while he was busy smoking cigarette, I saw a car passing like in front of us, and it stood like on our left hand side. But because it's a corner house, like if you know, like if you all you will know that go busy in the main road. Like I'm on main road, it's literally busy, and sometimes you don't pay attention to who is there, who's doing what, like because everyone is doing their thing, or everyone had their own character. So the car that stood on our left hand side started to flash on us. So it was shocked. You could say, why would you flash on us? Because it was already late. So Peter, he was confused also. Then he went in front of the car, but he didn't go like go yone straight, but he just stood up and he was like, Dintang, Dintang. Dintang, it means like, what are you doing? What's wrong? And we were like, Peter man, just leave that guy. Maybe they're drinking, maybe there's something that is happening. You never know. So this guy continued to smoke the cigarettes. After he smoked the cigarettes, he left, guys. Like he just stood up and just said goodbye, and he took just some few steps. I remember, like I remember because he was about to step into the main road. Guys, we had 3 bullets out of nowhere. Mind you that we are sitting outside the house. There is fuel inside the house. The people inside the house, you wanna go out. Rona, you wanna go inside. It was mingle moose, like we fell. It was crazy. Everything happened so fast. Just someone that I just knew right now is dead because we didn't pay attention. Okay, who's this car? And like we didn't think this car came with violence or anything like that. Like we didn't think anything. Surprisingly, there was, because it's a busy main road. That day, that moment, because when they found the bullet, the other bullet was in the shop. How? Because the shop is always full of the children. But that day, mix, guys, it was dry. People were there, like they people saw the scene from the distance. It was us who saw the scene, like so. Oh, guys, it was so traumatic. It took me like few hours to catch up, to like come back. By the time we realized who did this, oh my guys, if there's one thing about me, did you get loco? Especially when I'm about to like record. If I want to record, like everything have to go so smooth to a point where I'm like drained in. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Maybe this channel, maybe this content creation is not for me. But no. So my phone is flat, and I don't know if it's gonna save that recording. that half of my recording. Like I'm just praying that it's saved. But then I'm gonna continue from here. I just borrowed like my man's phone. Like when I call it. Please tell him to buy me a phone. Like I had to go and I will leave him alone. But I see collab, guys. Guys, I can't even remember get this guy. But just after those bullets, when I realized okay who did that, it's typo. Like everything happened so fast. Like it happened so fast. And because this is new to me and I don't know nothing. Like I don't know nothing. I didn't even think that I'm gonna be a state witness. Even in that moment, no one thought about us. Like no one came to us with girls, you know. So we went home, like, but it was long hours because we had to stay for forensics, for police, but from Moshara, you know, it was a long procedure. So I think I went home around 2 a.m. from like 8 till 2 a.m. waiting for everything to be done. You know, I wanted to see ukuthi you could feel like guys tossing and guys ke montle. Like now ke montle. Okay, guys. So I went home. I told my granny about what happened because she was sleeping. She didn't even hear anything. So I had to tell her everything. So because I was still studying. I remember the following morning I woke up and I bathed. When I was just about to like study, people came into my house, like the police, the IPT for statement. They told me that I'm gonna be a state witness. I was like, what? Like what? Because like we literally know nothing, guys. Like they are not so into Tabazamilao. Libo, you need to know okay, this is what's gonna happen. My father is a policeman. My father was a policeman. But I didn't even call him in that immediately. Okay, hey pa, this is what's happening. So what happened must I do? Like, but the time I called him, it was already late because according to him, he was like, "What's about how to be next for your peace sake? What's about how to be next?" And I was already in. I have to be a state witness to somebody who was so good to me, to somebody who was a friend, to somebody that I wish I could elaborate our relationship because he was a very good friend to most of us, to like everyone, to every girl, Kamotao, Rockland. He was a very, like, he didn't deserve to go to jail. He didn't deserve to go through that. So, fast forward, court cases, I'm pregnant, I'm sick, I'm going through depression. Like, it's, yeah. Beku rough, beku ways, you know. It was very traumatic for me. Sometimes I would lie if I have to go to court. I'm not available. I'm sick. Lucky because I was pregnant and I had a complication pregnancy. I couldn't go often. I couldn't up until I gave birth. Our relationship became taking. Tapo and I, our friendship, our relationship was taking. We were no longer talking. At this point, it felt like I betrayed him, of which I feel like I did. But I knew nothing. That is not my fault. But it was very traumatic. Oguchi. Now later, are you doing this to someone that was very good to you? Ooh. Like, it was crazy. It was not so nice, Jenny. I remember the last day I was in court. The lawyer was like, oh, it was judge or the prosecutor. I think it was judge. The judge was like, can you tell to the person that we are here about, the person that we are talking about, is he in the court? I was like, yes, he's present, but to show us him. Oh, guys, I had to pinpoint him. Like, I'm glad that I'm able to share this story like without being emotional, without, because it was not a nice journey. Like, it was not a nice journey, and I'm glad that on my part, I played my role. I'm glad on my part that I have forgiven myself. I'm glad on my part that, because it was, that didn't affect me. Now I'm a weak, I'm a very fragile girl. Everything, it has to destroy me before it makes me. Like, everything has to, like, go deeper. It has to, because for some people, they'll be like, "Okay, that's not your fault." But I had to see that. I had to go through that. I had to see this guy in that little box, who was supposed to be a police, who was supposed to be a married man, who was supposed to be a father, who was supposed to be a good person to the community, who was supposed to be a good son to his mom, to his family. Then we play I'm not gonna mention a lot Kapita because I didn't know him much. Whereas he was a gangster. Whereas he was like, I'm honestly not gonna mention a lot because I don't know him. But like, it's so unfortunate. Thank you guys. Please welcome. Please make sure that you like. Please comment if you watch up until here. So yeah, guys, just know that I'm okay. I'm doing so fine. I'm praying. And yeah, guys.